What's going on, Capricorns? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. This is Down to Earth Tarot. Please hit the like button, subscribe, share this video, and let me know where you are watching from. Shout out to all the Capricorns and cross watchers in Michigan, especially Lansing and Detroit. Capricorns, this is a general reading, so please, take what resonates, but does not. Falling onto the floor. Shout out to those of you that are 32. Family, the despair, being stressed out. Some of you looking for work. Maybe even having some financial issues right now, but it's giving the sad vibes. Things not going your way. And then the sudden wealth. We see the 11. We see the 3 sevens. A message to not be so pessimistic. I'm feeling like I'm having to say the same thing to you, Capricorn, that I've been saying to Taurus lately. Why are you crying? Some of you just need to hang in there. We see this occupation. Some of y'all are looking for a new job. We see this occupation. Shout out to the Capricorns that are 34 in this house. Why do I feel like some of you need to move? Some of you are working from home or are getting ready to have the opportunity to work from home, and that's what it is that you're working on. Who needs to work from home? Who's been dying to find a work from home situation here? In the courthouse. Those of you that work in the legal field or law, criminal field, we see thief here, this need to work from home. I almost need a vacation, waiting on a bonus here. We see the thief in the courthouse. For the attorneys, I feel like there's a big win that you're waiting on. Some of you waiting on a big settlement, whether you're an attorney or not. But I feel like you're waiting on an outcome of something with this courthouse and the thief. Like there to be a verdict on something, like to confirm your thoughts. But back to this occupation and this workplace situation and needing a change. Getting into these occupation vibes, work, being the stressor and needing some more money. Why do I feel like there's a bonus or an advancement opportunity coming? The Knight of Wands. Let's talk about moving very quickly, making a lot of noise, cleaning up a lot of messes, maybe even being the fallout person. But it gives the vibes of being stressed at work. Work stress being at the forefront here. And maybe the work that you're doing not being the money that you're doing, not the work that you're doing not being the money that you're being paid. Making some changes. And I almost get the vibes here with the Knight of Wands. Some of y'all leaving with no notice. That when you get this opportunity or that opportunity to work from home, to leave that current place, some of you holding the place down because you're understaffed with that now hiring sign in the background of that despair, needing to do what is best for you. And we see more fire in this 7 of Wands that's flying out here. More of that, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but protecting yourself, protecting your energy, protecting your peace, defending oneself. Some of you are tired of that. Having to defend your ideas, defend what it is that you're saying. It just gives high stress and a need to walk away. Some of y'all need to, put your application out there. Let your manager know or your boss's boss that you're looking for another position. And then the 5 of Swords, which is taking a loss, but it's also a confrontation and a falling out. And we see you having to defend yourself about something at work, a co-worker, or dealing with the workplace could very well be the last straw. I feel like for some of you, there's a verbal exchange between you and somebody that you work with, whether that is a boss. We see somebody here with this 5 of Swords looking very decorated, or just another co-worker. Again, some of you working in a uniform, being law enforcement. We're not taking any of that. We're not taking any of these that are falling down. I don't know what's up with my hands today and throwing these all around. But a workplace stressor and needing to handle it correctly. Watch how you handle it or find a new situation. And we see the Judgment here. So now who's embarrassed? Is it you? Are you embarrassed of your behavior? This situation with this coworker, boss, workplace situation is the last straw. We see that here with this Ten of Wands, with this moon here. Somebody being all in their feelings, whether it's you or somebody else. And the last reading, interestingly enough, speaks about, an ending of a situation, a bridge being burned. But also, I strongly feel with this moon here and this Ten of Wands, somebody's saying exactly how it is that they feel. That Judgment in the reverse. Yeah, telling it like it is. Revealing some things and really not caring if somebody forgives you or not for what you say. And a lot of this has to do with a lack of sense of urgency on an issue. Notice this message of concern here in the reverse. Shout out to the Capricorns born on the 14th and the 11th, the January 11th birthdays. Somebody's not handling their business or not caring, not moving fast enough. And it gives the vibes of somebody being not so much a thief, but unreliable, untrustworthy here. Kind of maybe even having to micromanage somebody. But that 2 and a 4 is a 6. Which speaks to choices. Somebody's choices to do wrong or be lazy or do underhanded things. And I'm getting unapologetically with that message of concern and the Judgment underneath that, both in the reverse. That is completely setting some of you off or going to set you off. Haven't given you a moment. And what's this calling somebody fake? What's this having to expose somebody? And we see an 8 here. And if you're familiar with me in this channel, you know the 8's reaping what you sow. What goes around comes around. But also this continuing theme that has been in the Capricorn readings for months on this channel of success and abundance coming in, balance being restored. There's an exposure that's coming. And we see woman here, male here in the background. It doesn't matter. How you handle this situation is a big factor. Because it's not just this 8 with the false person. It's also this privileged lady. Why do I feel like it's somebody's boss? A person in a position of power. That's the straw breaker. The line stepper. And we see this heavy on the movement. We see the change here and the journey. And this is what causes the change. The switching things up, the packing things up and moving, changing workplaces. Some of you, I feel like it's asking to work from home or to do less traveling, and somebody, asking you to travel, telling you need to travel. Others of you getting the opportunity to travel based on the way that you handle this situation. The official person in the toil and labor. An opportunity to work from home, work flexible at the office, at home, travel, move around. But there's an opportunity coming from this falling out. But it has to do with how you handle the situation. Because especially if you're the one that's doing the work and it's coming out that this person, you know, isn't doing it, then being professional, doing it with class. And we see the Seven of Pentacles here. Which is planting seeds, investing in something, watching something grow. Some of you that have been putting a lot of effort into this thing are about to be rewarded again, as long as you handle this situation correctly. This is not being messy. And this Seven of Wands, we see this woman speaking to this man here and he's planting these seeds. It speaks to, you know, communicating, working together. Is somebody claiming the work that you've done together or work that's just yours as their own? Or really asking you to hold the bag for them and then throwing you under the bus? Ace of Cups hurts in the reverse. Somebody's going to have you clean up a mess. And I'm getting the vibes of a mess that they made. And how you handle it is really going to determine the outcome. What more for this Ace? And this Ace of Pentacles and this privileged lady here. There's a leveling up that is coming from this. Because while somebody might have been getting the attention for a while here off of somebody else's hard work, somebody's about to be exposed here. Somebody's commitment, how they handle a situation. And I almost get, while this person's kind of out in public-ish, that this happens in front of people. Somebody's watching. Or is somebody jealous, envious of you in the workplace, Capricorn? And that's why you need to be careful. We see that Six of Cups in the reverse in this privileged lady. Some of y'all are getting thrown under the bus, and how you're handling it is about to get you a bonus. It's about to get you a major payday. Give us one more for this jealousy turning into an opportunity for you. Even the angels in heaven were jealous of her and me. Edgar Allan Poe, Annabelle Lee, the Four of Wands here. Let's talk about new beginnings, things being very exciting, excuse me. We see the whispering up here. I'm telling you, somebody's going to try and throw you under the bus. And we see two people in this 8 here and 2. You a little too creative, Capricorn. You a little too happy. Things are going a little too smooth for you. See, that's the thing. As these people or this person, this place, other people recognize that you're going to get attention before you do. This is that. This is the throwing you up under the bus to make you look bad. Maybe, and for some of you, in an effort to get you to lose your job. And you're about to hit them with that Uno reverse card. With that sudden wealth. Things turning around. Some of you even possibly losing your situation, the job, for something better. Much better. Ten of Cups, Three of Cups, and the Chariot, all in the reverse. What's this somebody not letting go of something? Things not working out. No reconciliation. We see things being miserable here in this situation. Something not moving. That Chariot, Cancer energy in the reverse. All these negative emotions going back and forth, things being stagnant. For some of you, it's indeed time for you to go. We see this main female here. Yeah, getting too much attention. It's the jealousy. Privileged lady. What's with all the talents? What's with all the talents that you have, Capricorn? Shout out to those of you born on the 17th. The Aquarius cuspers tap in. All January birthdays so far. It is your gifts, your natural abilities that are about to take you places. Taking you places. Other people know it, another person. And you need to be very careful of being overworked, set up to do things that are other people's responsibility, and you looking lazy and being set up. You need to keep track of what it is that you're doing. Take notes. Don't be deleting unnecessary emails you don't need to be deleting. But there is a blessing coming. 2-2, that was in one of the readings earlier. Was that Capricorn? This official person. This new the Fool. New opportunities, taking a leap of faith. When you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. Family, the Fool in reverse. Not January. Gemini energy. We're in Gemini season still. A turnaround. This is that reverse Uno card that I was talking about. Even if it doesn't work out where you're currently at, somebody's watching. And notice all the decorations here, right? All these titles and things being recognized, being rewarded, awarded, being put in a position of authority here. And we see this King of Swords. More of this air energy. And not only that, when we see here, this in the reverse, but holding it upright, we see the Morgue over here, this Two of Swords. This is a cutting off of something, a letting go, a moving in silence with this King of Swords. Watch, and not only that, watching your words, the Fool, the King of Swords, both in the reverse. Being careful about what it is that you're saying. And it also gives the vibes of somebody with a high moral compass. What else with this official person in this opportunity? Moving in silence, handling things with poise and grace, having some integrity. We see not just the official person, but now the high honor. It's almost as if you put somebody in a position to have to elevate you. Or again, your work speaking for itself. Protecting your reputation speaking for itself. You see this main male here in this pot. Why do I feel like it's one person in particular that's setting all of this up, that's attacking you? Again, jealous, feeling left out. Some of you, I feel like they either work in the same department or you're familiar with them with the house. Toil and labor, mature. Who's this older person? That you maybe even distance yourself from. Hey, mama. that you might even distance yourself from already at work, in the workplace. In an effort to, smooth things out, have less tension. We see that, yeah. But if somebody's got it out for you, they have it out for you. What else with this high honor and these opportunities? Again, being quiet about what you have going on here. And I almost get it's from you not throwing people under the bad health. I get the vibes that you are rewarded because you don't throw somebody under the bus. Shout out to the December 31st, New Year's Eve babies. And notice we have the bad health here and the morgue that's mentioned. Shout out to the people that speak French that are watching. With the King of Swords. If you had a very negative reaction to this, 22-25, the Sagittarius cuspers tapping in now, December babies, things would have ended totally different. It was how you handled things, even when you were looking bad or people were throwing you under the bus. Or maybe even how you stepped up when things were going bad. Shout out to the nurses and the medical workers, CNAs and things, doctors, that bring on this opportunity. And we see marriage here. And while it can be, a relationship, it really speaks to a coming together of something, a new commitment. The Lovers and the main. Capricorns, did you turn somebody down in the workplace? And that's what this is. Turn down their advances. We see the Lovers. We see the Mirror. Was this why do I get the vibes that somebody was involved with somebody at work, some of you romantically, or somebody was putting the full court pressure on somebody to get romantically involved with them and get caught up in a third party situation, the marriage, the Lovers, and the second main female? Yikes. Some of you, it's like a hot freaking mess here with the workplace affair. Others of you, it's your high integrity bringing in these opportunities, partnership, and an opportunity, to stand on your own. We see main female here, but I've seen main male out of the corner of my eye. So regardless of gender. Some of you being in a workplace affair, others of you got somebody jealous. Some of you had the community jealous, multiple people. Because you stand out, because of the work that you do. What's with the community? Or is it this one individual, rallying up the troops in an effort to get people behind them? Because we see that, somebody is definitely benefiting from someone's hard work here. Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. So male and female Capricorns looking good, smelling good, drawing a lot of attention to yourself. So not just sexual attention and attention, but opportunities. And notice the rats here near this Queen of Wands. Notice the fire here with this King of Wands. And I said in the last reading, some bridges will be burned, leaving some things behind, leaving a situation. Hey, Mama. You okay? I'm almost done. And I also get the vibes with this fire here, trailblazer. You setting yourself apart. So not just obviously in your hard work and bringing these new ideas to the table and getting things done, carrying the team for some of you, but also this vibe of being very determined, being consistent, being somebody that everybody can count on here with this King of Wands. I'm not going to take any of those. What's this King of Wands in this community? And these opportunities coming in, the Page of Cups. Sagittarius cuspers tap in with the Temperance, patiently waiting. Your patience, you're not being involved in any mess, right? That equally given and taken, you playing your part, having a lot to offer here, but not just that. That Page of Cups is a new offer being offered to you. Your patience, your virtues, really, with this Temperance. Really, a lot of you, it's your cool, calm, and collected nature that's bringing in this opportunity. Somebody is trying to play you, and they're ending up playing themselves. Queen of Cups. Annabelle Lee, our girl, in the Sepulchre by the Sea. Having hope, having faith, right? Preying on these opportunities. But also we see this, there's also this element with this Queen of Cups of somebody playing games with somebody's emotions. Playing on somebody's emotions, and that may not be yours. It may be the other people around them. Again, you being thrown under the bus. Over a partnership or things coming together. The Two of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles, Virgo, consistent in the readings lately. The Sun and this Two of Cups. You shining a little bit too bright in this current environment, Capricorns. You may be, for some of you, too talented for where you're at. The department, the company. As I mentioned, look back in the readings and find the reading that's labeled, you're going to be put on the spot. Or something to that effect in your Capricorn playlist. Updated daily. Check that out. You're a little too successful for some people around you. You're making a lot of waves here. You're doing a lot of things on your own and not needing a lot of assistance here. And for some of you, Queen of Swords now showing up, Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords. It's not just, we got a lot of people jealous of you, envious. So while people are congratulating you and seeing, you stepping out and happy, excited, bringing a lot of positive things, there's also that element of being a threat. You see this Queen of Swords, which is somebody, setting boundaries and limits, but it's also somebody who's petty, angry, hell-bent to get back at somebody. And we see, and really to take somebody out, to have you eliminated, to start a new chapter without you. And I almost get the vibes with this Two of Wands of running somebody off. Running somebody off, the Empress here. The Three of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. Because of things coming together for you. Some of y'all Capricorns are rubbing off to people like Mr. or Mrs. Goody Two-Shoes are too perfect. Things coming together for you. Whatever you say you do, things, working and panning out for you. Being very abundant and blessed, emotionally stable here. Having certain people in your corner. And not only that, this Empress here, we see this child bringing a lot of ideas and new things to the table. It's too much for the lazy ones. Big Virgo showing up here with the Hermit. Aries with the Emperor. Separating yourself and making moves. Some of y'all need to stop talking with your coworkers because they're messy. And you know that. Evidence all around here. Crumbs on the table. Shoe marks all on the rug. Dirt on the shovel. So it's people that like a lot of mess but don't clean up after themselves. You doing all the cleanup work here. We see the Hierophant. Committed. Taurus, yes. Your level of commitment, your ability to not necessarily need to be social or work heavily with others, rely on others, you can kind of do it all by yourself, is intimidating to some people. And it's causing you some stress because they're trying to put the full court pressure on you to look like a fool, to push you out. And it's really just bringing you new opportunities. Page of Pentacles and this Eight of Wands. Be quiet. Be quiet about these new opportunities. It's chess, not checkers, right? The Seven of Swords, which speaks, not being able to trust somebody, a liar, a cheater, a thief. And then the Star, the Aquarius. The hope and faith, the being in the right place at the right time. Shout out to the January 17th Capricorns again. And the rug being pulled out from underneath someone. So while you're crying right now, somebody else is going to be crying later, Capricorns. And they don't see it coming. So get yourself together, stay ready, and be ready to move on to calmer waters based on the solid and stable foundation that you've already built and been putting your hard work and effort into. 4 and Knight of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. Capricorns, that's your reading that I have for you today. Stay focused. Don't let these people knock you off your square. Hit that like button, subscribe. Let me know what resonated for you. Follow me on Instagram. All that information is down below. Let me know where you're watching from. Shout out to everybody in Michigan. And Capricorns, I'll be tapping in with you very soon. Keep it real.